Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday and it's race day. So then, it is the day of the British Masters 5,000 metres. So I'm off now to, I've just dropped my little boy off back home. So I've got like an hour and 40-minute drive. Yeah, it's a bit of a rush around this morning. I wasn't really expecting to have my little boy yesterday, but life happens. But as I've got an hour and 40-minute drive, I've got to go to Nuneaton to the Pringle Stadium and get registered, collect my number from the registration, and then we'll have about, I think I've calculated, we'll have about an hour and a half or so before a race. So that'll give me enough time to actually get just relax a little bit, just have a good warm up, have a look what's going on, have a chat with a few people. So yeah, it's come around pretty quickly, this race, but it's one I've been aiming for. This is one of my A races. I've sat down this morning, had a look at what I'm planning on doing. I am aiming for like a 1750 to 1755-ish, around about that time. I am confident I can do that time. Training's been going well. I know the summer holidays, it's always just up in the air. Training is just, you're mixing it around with family, you're out of sync, you know, you're chopping and changing quite a bit. There's a little bit more well, there was a little bit more stress and all that, but you know, that's just life and it happens, doesn't it? So can't complain. But anyway, look, we're on the way now to Nuneaton. We'll get there and I'll report back to you then. Alright guys, see you there. Well, we're here, we made it, just. We're at the stadium now, but every single road leading into this, within touching distance of the stadium, was closed. I was like, what's going on? There was some sort of carnival or festival going on. That was a bit of a ball late to get through. In the end, I'll just have to be a bit patient and wait for all the face-painted people and streamers going off all over the place. I was like, oh my lord. Kept on checking the time. I thought, how long is this road going to be shut? I did take 2 or 3 other directions round, but no way going round, so I had to just wait. But we're here now, and we'll go collect number. Come on. Like... Brian Hawkins. What's your... 5,000 metres, vet 45. Lovely. Been a while since it's been here. 2021 was the last time I was here. So, fair few years now, yes.
New track since then, right?
Oh, is it?
No,
I've run on the blue track before.
Just around that time.
Right. Numbers collected. There we are, look. Number 33. But got here in a nice good time. Met a couple of people I know. So yeah. Oh, it feels nice to be back on here again. Seen some familiar faces. I brought 2 sets of shoes with me. I've got Vaporfly 2s and also brought the Street Fly 2s. I'm still undecided really what to use. So I'm going to put the Vaporfly 2s on there and do a little bit of a warm from the stride, see how they feel. And once I get on the track, I might try the Street Flies on. I don't know.
And as you can see, the sun's come out nicely, so it's going to be bloody hot out there. I'm just on the warmer now. I have got time before the race starts, but I've got about 45 minutes. But I'm going to get my warm up done, mile and a bit warm up, and just going to loosen the legs after that long drive. But yeah, the only thing that's concerning me today is that heat. Now it's far when it's like this, when that sun is behind a cloud, it bloody pops out and it's bloody warm, that sun is. It did say it was going to be about 24 degrees, but it feels hotter with that sun. So yeah, I do hope for the race it just stays behind the bloody clouds. But we can't control it though. We have just got to dig in and make sure we can do our best. So just over a mile warm up to do. We'll get back and do a few children's strides down the back straight. 2,000 metre steeplechase is going on at the moment though. Right, I'll see you in a minute, guys. 1 mile warm up done. So it's warm. Great. Oh, every bloody time I race this year, it's warm. Oh, never mind. So we can't help that. I just wish those clouds had just come over in time for my race, but we'll see. Just got to keep hydrated before the race. Got a good friend of mine going in the 5,000 metre in a moment. He's in the vet 55 category. Vet 50 55, sorry. It's Mark Sands from Skegness district, so I thought I'd give him a shout out. But yeah, I'm going to go back there now. I'm not racing until after this one, so I'm going to go there and see how he gets on. It's the first time he's actually around the 5,000 metres in a long time, so let's give him a shout. Keep relaxed, buddy. Right, I'm just making my way now round to the 200 metre start for the start of the 5,000. Mate Mark, he's just out there at the moment. It's warming up. Oh, why? Every time this year I've bloody ran, it's warming up. As you can see, that sun, it needs to bloody cloud over. There are clouds coming over though, so fingers crossed. They are running about 10-15 minutes late, so we'll see what happens in a minute. But anyway, let's get myself around to this starting area. Warm up done, strides done. We'll see how we go. On your marks.
Feet behind the line, gents. Feet behind the line.
Stand up, please.
Gents, you need to make sure your feet are behind the line, okay? I'm not just saying it because they're not on there. You need to make sure they're behind the line. Sorted.
Can you show green card? On your marks.
Right, so after a false start, as you just saw there, we are away. It's the British Masters 5,000 metres. And as you can see, I am pretty much hanging at the back. There is a reason for this, because this race of the 5,000 metres, it's only my age category, which is vet 40 to vet 45. Now I'm at the top end of this age category. The previous 5,000 metres was vet 35 and vet 55s. Now, obviously, that I'm not sure why they couldn't have combined both of the races, but by this point, as you can see, the pack of runners is getting away from me. Now, there is a reason for that, and that is because I have looked at the pace, and at this point, the pace was very low 5-minute mile and 5-15-minute mile, and I was like, I need to be conscientious of what I'm actually running here. I needed to be running today around about 5:45, which is probably about, I don't know, about 85 seconds per 400. Now, in my mind, I'm like, okay, just let them go. You know you needed to do your own thing today and get your own, do your own race, because if I get sucked into a race, it was going to be a long, painful race. Now, spoiler alert, guess what? It was a long, painful race. And as you can guess from the, you might have well guessed from the thumbnail of this video, today's race was a bit of a disaster class. Sadly, this was supposed to be one of my 8 goal races of the year. I was really looking forward to this race. I knew within probably, now I managed to get the first mile bang on to where I wanted it to be. I did the first mile in about 5:45. So I was really happy with that. But what I wasn't happy with and how things were going was how I was feeling in the race. I was feeling bloody awful. As each lap went by, these early stages were fine. I was getting into a rhythm. I was okay. But after about, 5, maybe 6 laps, I knew it wasn't going to be my day at all. I started to really struggle. My legs felt very, very heavy. I had no pop in them. And that heat, wow. That sun does get out very, very hot later on during the race. Now look, I know it's the same for every single athlete out there. I get that. I don't cope well in the heats with running, well, especially racing, running in general, to be honest with you. I'll try and avoid the heat. I knew it was going to be a long, long race, but I wanted to get this one done as best as I could. And like I said, I knew very early on in the race this was going to be the case because of how I was feeling. Now, I can't really understand how I felt so bad, and to be honest with you, I still can't. I mean, like I said, I can blame it on the weather to a certain degree. The build up to the race wasn't that good. I mean, I did do a lot of travelling. I mean, I put an extra hour on the journey this morning, but I mean, I can't make excuses under the sun, to be honest with you, but I suppose really I was just so disappointed with how I performed in the race. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think I came away, I'll put the results on the screen later on, but I think I came away with something like a 19:20 or something, which really disappointed me because I have run quicker Saturday morning park runs this year than that by a considerable amount. And to do that on a track event, which was going to be my goal race, I was really gutted with myself when I finished this race. Like I say, I'm not too sure what went wrong, but no, it's something that I'm just going to have to put to one side and just move on to the next, because I can't really dwell on it. But I mean, luckily with 5Ks you can just pick up and go again, because obviously that's the beauty of this distance. You can just go again very, very quickly. It's not like I've just done a marathon or anything, so I suppose that is a bonus. And as you see here, I am actually coming up to the first mile, so this is going to be 4 laps done when I've hit the 200 metre mark. Let's see if it was around 5:45 minutes. I have got a timer in the corner which I've managed to sort out. Hitting this 200 metre mark just about now, so yeah, you're looking at just under 5:45 for the first mile. But things, you're looking the kilometre speed in the bottom left. I mean, that does start to drop quite a bit, and yeah, I'll let you enjoy the race a little bit more, and I will get back on with you in a bit. I mean, this did turn out to be a very, very lonely race for me, as you can see. I mean, I didn't really get lapped until probably the last, what is it, maybe two or three laps. Now, I knew this field was going to be quality because I did see the field beforehand, so I know there were some very quick boys in my age group, and at the end of the day, I am racing the British Masters 5,000 metre champ, so the quality is going to be high. I just crossed the 2k mark in there. I'm just crossed that in just under 720. But yeah, the quality is going to be high, so I'd expect that. But I think really, like I said, it was more of a poor showing from my point of view, that I just didn't get the best out of myself on the day. It was just more of a struggle for me. I mean, my heart rate, I mean, I don't wear a heart rate strap or nothing like that, but as you can see with the heart rate from my Coros watch, it was exceptionally high than normal. I mean, don't get me wrong, I normally run when I'm racing round about like 185 beats per minute, but I'm creeping into the 190s here, so it's higher than it should be. I've seen it for a while. I mean, now that could be obviously down to some varying factors as well, because obviously, you know, I know I'm struggling physically and I was struggling mentally in the race as well, knowing that I was actually out there on my own. I did try to put that into the back of my head and just crack on with my own race, but it's tough when it's out there, and especially it's tough when you're out there in the blazing hot heat. And I know I keep going back to the heat, but it was so hot on the day. It was a tough outing, it really was. But yeah, I mean, I did try to actually pick myself up as much as possible. I did keep checking my watch, like how many seconds I was doing per lap, and I was hovering around that's where I wanted to be, but speed did keep dropping, and I knew I was out of my time I actually wanted to run. But I just wanted I remember at this point, I just wanted, okay, please, let's just finish the race, see what time I can do. It's not going to be a day. I just kept telling these things. I know it's negative, but I couldn't rally myself to be that positive because I knew how my body was feeling, and it was just, I was done. I was pretty much done when I was coming into, well, I think round about this mark, the 2.5k mark. It wasn't the best show of me. It was, to be honest with you, I think it was probably the worst outing of race I've actually done this year. How I actually felt. I mean, like I say, I have run quicker park runs this year. I mean, at the end of the day, 5Ks, they're not nice feelings. You go out as hard as you can. But I think the quickest park run I've done this year is below like 18:30 or something like that. I mean, that was towards the beginning of the year. And to run something, I think, let's say I ran today like a 19:20, to run over a minute or so, nearly slower, was crazy, really. But never mind. Look, we can only do what we can do, and sadly, that was the effort of the day. It was nice to see loads of familiar faces and everything like that. That was a nice touch on the day, catching up with a few people. But let's get back to the race. I know you could probably, if I'm being honest, you can probably skip through to the end. I don't really want to put you through much more track run. I know it's not the. I think that's my first person that's actually lapped me, is it? But look, all I'd say is, if you could, pause the video, give me a like and give me a subscribe whilst you're watching this. That would be amazing. Let's get my subscription rate up, please. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I am still going to be trying these events. You know, I'm not letting the experience of this bad event deter me. I'm really not. And I will show you the bad events. You know, that they're just as important as the highs. You know, I can go out there and smash a PB or have a really good race, post it on YouTube, and go, look, check how good I am. But sometimes these days just happen, and it's just as important to show and highlight these days as much as the good times, really. So Yeah, come on, let's just get back to this race and see how things are going. Badly. Right, we are now coming up, well, when we get round to the start-finish line, that will be 9 laps completed, which means another 3 to go of this painful grind. Oh dear. And as you can see, I'm getting laps left, right and centre, which is fine. I knew it was going to happen, but still demoralising. But yeah, you just got to keep going like I have doing. Like I said, I'm coming up now to 3 laps to go. And I think it was either this lap or maybe with 2 laps to go, I actually stepped off the track at the 200 metre mark. Now, yeah, I've never done that before on a track race where I've actually stepped off completely, but I was cooked and I was completely done. But I got back on the track. I got back on and I did complete the race. I am very surprised I did not get disqualified because I did step off the track. But the official did explain to me, as you'll see at the end, that I wasn't impeding anybody and I didn't gain any places with me being at the back, so they didn't bother to disqualify me. So that was very nice of the officials, so I do appreciate the officials letting me continue. As you can see, I think it was just here, look, I just stepped off the track right there and I felt pretty shit about myself. I was like, oh no, okay, is that my race done? No, didn't pit out. I got straight back on the track and I continued to finish and get this final K completed. So yeah, that kind of just summed up my day, really. Just, you know, I know this commentary, I'm really sorry guys. I know this commentary is really negative and a bit downbeat, but it's just me being truthful about the race on the day. I really can't find that many positives about this race, but the only positive I can find is I completed it and it's another one ticked off. It's another race in the bag, and yeah, fingers crossed this won't happen again, but we shall see. Anyway, look, there is 800 metres left to go now, the last 2 laps. I will let you finish this race and I will get back to you when the race is completed. Thank you very much guys, hope you enjoy watching the race and watching my pain, but I am so sorry I did not kind of bring you a more of a positive video today, but there's always a tomorrow, and we will continue, and we will roll into the next one. Catch up with you soon, but let's get this race finished and see what the commentary's left at the end.
We just noticed during the race there's a position where he's actually stepped off the track.
Yep.
And normally if you come off the track that can be a DQ, but in this situation I'm not.
Thank you. Well, that was absolutely bloody awful. Sorry to say that, but I hated that race, every minute of it. Got my first mile right. The quality in the race was pretty staggering. I mean, the guy who won it, I think he just got about 16 minutes something. I didn't go with it. There was no way I was going to go with that. I knew within the first 400 metres I was going to be dead last because the whole group ran away from me. I was like, no, I'm not going to suck into a race, I'm going to explode. So literally within about 300 metres I was pulled myself, checked my watch, I was like, no, I know my pace. I got the first mile right, 5:45, but I blew up. Simple as that, I just blew up. I did not expect that heat today. The sun was that hot, I was just absolutely cooked. There was a wind on the back straight, but it didn't really help. My mouth was unbelievably dry. I just dug in as much as I could. I would have got disqualified in that race because I got to about 2 laps to go and I got on the top 200 metres. I did step off for about 2 seconds because I just could not control my breathing at all. But the official said to me at the end, as you saw on the film, he says, with you not impeding anybody, it didn't gain anything, we'll just let you come through, which was very nice for the official, and thank you. But I have to admit, I am pretty gutted with that. I am really gutted with that race. I thought I was in a lot better shape for that. I've done quicker park runs than that today. I mean, this year. The heat, I'm putting it down to the heat again. It's just been the bugbear of my year. It's just, I'm not going to entirely blame it, but it does put things into perspective where I think I am. So anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it too much because I've got other family stuff going on at the moment. So yeah, never mind guys. Look, I'm going to wrap this up here and get my cool down done and go home. So yeah, I'm going to sign this one off there guys, and I'll catch you on later on during the week. So take care. Thank you for viewing again. I thank you for the support of the channel. Give me a like and give me a subscribe and all that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.